Hello CA Finance student, I am Tejpal, company secretary and the author. Let me share with you how to complete the corporate and allied law for a CA final just in 12 days. Now it is something exciting and many of you will say and argue that sir, it is impossible. If you are saying that it is impossible, just watch me out and watch out my board work. You will tell it possible. Your corporate and allied law is divided into the two segments. One is a corporate law or a company law. It is mainly the Companies Act 2013, right? And the another portion is allied law, which consists of 30 marks and this consists of 70 marks, right? I have written the chapters here because many students are having a question like this: sir, from which point we should start the reading or preparation? So I have prepared the sequence or arrangement and I will tell you one by one on which day you require to read which chapter. At the end of a 12th day, you will find your course is completed. But for that, you need to strictly adhere my guideline. On a first day, you will do the accounting, right? Along with the account and audit chapter, you will do on a first day Security Contract Regulation Act. Remember, as a chartered account student, this chapter, accounts and audits, a very important chapter. So, whenever there is an important chapter, I will make a star. And star indicate the probable or most chance for asking a question in an exam. Right? On a second day, you will read the dividend chapter, a very small chapter. Whenever there is a one chapter, small chapter under the Companies Act, on the other side for allied law, I have taken the big chapter, like for the second day you will read the SEBI Act along with the SEBI guideline. Do not omit the SEBI Act or SEBI guideline, because one question you will find from this chapter, sometime you will find the two questions. So in my opinion, this chapter is an important chapter. I am doing the star mark here. On a third day, you will do the inspection and investigation, right? Second day, third day. The number of days in a pen, blue color pen, indicate the number of days on which you require to read which chapter. So on a third day, you will read the inspection, investigation. Along with that, you will read Banking Regulation Act, right? Inspection and investigation is quite technical, quite a theoretical, right? So I will also write the T. A dividend is also a theoretical chapter, but accounts and audit is a practical chapter. On the other hand, if I talk about the Security Contract Regulation Act, it's a theory. SEBI Act and SEBI guideline, it is a theory plus practical. Banking Regulation Act, it is a theory. On a fourth day, you will read the board meeting and its power, a very important chapter. And out of this chapter, you will find at least one question. So on the fourth day, you will read the board meeting and its power, an important chapter, right? As you are reading the board meeting and its power, on a fourth day, here, nothing, free. On a fifth day, you will read the directors, right? Again, a very important chapter and a practical approach. On a fifth day, along with the directors, you will read Prevention of Money Laundering Act. A Prevention in the Money Laundering Act is a theoretical chapter, right? On a sixth day, you will read Key Managerial Personnel and Manager Remuneration, right? It is a theory plus practical. And in my opinion, important chapter. On a 6th day, you will read the FEMA, Foreign Exchange Management Act. Again, this chapter is also important chapter, as well as there will be a chances of a theory plus practice question. On a 7th day, you will read the related party transaction. It is an important chapter and the practicals can be asked from this question. On the 7th day, along with the related party transaction, you will read the interpretation of a statute, which is a theory chapter, right? You will read on a 7th day, but it is an important chapter, right? On an 8th day, you will read the loan and investment, right? Only the practical chapter, practical questions are asked. On the other hand, you will read SARFSI Act, that means Securitization Act, on the 8th day. On the 9th day, you will read the Operation and Mismanagement, which is a theoretical, right? And on the other hand, you will read the Insurance Act and the EDA Act, very two small topics. On a 10th day, you will read the Compromise, Arrangement, Amalgamation, etc. Right? A tricky question, usually asked from this the part. On the other hand, on a 10th day, you will read the Competition Act. Right? You may identify the area usually triggered under the Competition Act in an examination. So on a 10th day, it's a theory question. On a 9th day, here it is a 10th day theory question, right? On an 11th day, you will read the miscellaneous topic, right? And you will do the practice of a drafting, right? Sorry, it should be 11th. And on a 12th day, you will read the winding up and producer company. Both are very crucial, and producer company is typical theory. Winding up can be a theory plus practical, right? Now out of this, you can see I have assigned the star mark to the several chapters. Accounts and audit, board meeting, directors, key managerial personnel, right? Related party transaction. Here, to the SEBI Act, including the SEBI guideline, FEMA interpretation, right? Now, you will ask me, sir, we don't have books. We have only the study material. What is to be done? How it is to be read? Let me tell you, this is my book. I have written the book in a 600 pages. That means entire subject can be completed, theory and the last 40 examination questions, that is 20 years examination questions with the solutions are just produced in a 600 pages. You may purchase the book, right, and start the reading. Why to wait for the X book or a Y book, right? Because if your attempt is recently, you cannot wait for a longer. You must start the preparation, right? And in the case of a shortage of a time, say for example, at present you are having a 12 days, but on an exam day you won't be having a 12 days. You will be having only the 24 hours. If you will take the book which is a bulky, like the 1000 pages, so then you will have to purchase the handbook. Now handbook omit the number of things, right? So you are incurring the cost of 700 rupees plus 500 rupees. You are incurring the cost of 1200 rupees. At the end, on the day of the examination, you will confuse because you cannot complete the 1000 pages. If you try to complete the handbook, you will be able to complete the handbook, but you will not be able to complete all the subject. Do you want that? So you may try. my book, which is in a 600 pages, include everything, right? And start preparing. Why to wait for others? Why to get the recommendation of seniors, right? At the same time, whenever you start the preparation, you may keep the point in your mind that you do the practice of writing, because it is a purely theoretical subject. Many students understand the subject but not able to write effectively in a paper. They are lack in a writing skill. Only a reading is not enough, right? So you may complete the entire subject in a 12 days. Let me put another theory, because you are a student of a chartered accountancy course. Let me put another theory, right? If you take my book, it is having a 600 plus pages, because I have also included the last examination paper, 20 or 25. And if you are having a 10 days, I am showing you the another alternative. And as you are a student of a chartered account course, you are able to understand this trick or technique. If you read 60 pages per day, you can complete it in a 10 days. And I hope that at the final level, you won't find a difficulty to read the 60 pages per day, right? Say for example, if in 1 hour you can read the 10 pages, and if you invest the 6 hours, you can read the 60 pages very easily, right? So if somebody does not want to follow the chapter to chapter, he can follow the page by page. First 60 page, first day. 61 to 120, second day, and so on. He can complete in a 10 days. And 2 days I am keeping as a contingency, because you know that contingency always arises. The party of a friend, marriage, meeting with a girlfriend, phone calls, this all happens, and therefore you can alternatively, this scheme is also effective, right? So get the copy of your book today. The book is available all across the India. In case if you find any difficulty, I am here to help you out. You can contact me on my Facebook page, CS Tejpal Shet. Thank you and the best of luck.